Hello, Blue Jays fans. Welcome in to East Coast Blue Jays. I'm your host, Patrick McGraw. On this July 21st, Monday episode, the Toronto Blue Jays have swept the Giants over the weekend of a 3-game series and is now 17 games over 500. And the New York Yankees are coming in town tonight in a 3-game series. That's going to be exciting. But are the Blue Jays making a massive move before the trade deadline? I hope so. Reports are swirling around. There's a potential blockbuster trade deal that could bring elites, closer EMMANUEL Clase from the Cleveland Guardians, and JHOAN DURAN closer for the Minnesota Twins to Toronto. Well, wouldn't that be an outstanding bluster to boost up our bullpen? So the biggest question, what would we do with Jeff Hoffman if we get one of these two guys? But that's a problem that I can deal with. That's a problem that it is not even a problem. I would love to have that trade to help out our bullpen. As far as our offensive side of things, it's outstanding right now. Our defense is outstanding, but what we need to push for is bullpen arms. That's what we need to get. But yeah, there's potential trades swirling around right now. But thank you all for coming in again. Hit that like, boys. Hit that subscribe. Leave a comment below. Now let's get things going here. So here are the two potential trades that the Jays could possibly go out and get. Clase is one of the most dominant closers in the Major League Baseball right now, known for his blistering cutter that regularly hits triple digits. Yes, triple digits, 100 miles an hour. Pitching for the Cleveland Guardians, Clase has established himself as one of the most elite closers in the league, racking up saves with elite command, low walk rates, and calm, fearless presence on the mound. Since becoming a full-time closer, he's been nearly untouchable, often finishing season with an ERA of 2 WHIP. And Mr. JHOAN DURAN, another 27-year-old that plays for the Minnesota Twins for the last 3 years. This is his 4th year now. JHOAN DURAN is a flame-throwing right-handed reliever for the Minnesota Twins, renowned for his jaw-dropping velocity and overpowering stuff. He consistently tops 100 miles an hour, and his fastball features a devastating splinter, a rare hybrid pitch that keeps hitters guessing. Since the season of 2022, when he debuted, Duran has quickly become one of the most electric and unhittable arms in baseball. So, who would you guys pick, Clase or Duran? If I had a choice, I would get them both. But you would have to give up the whole farm team and a few major league ready bullpen guys or hitters to get either one of these guys. So as you all know, the Jays are all in. They are all in this year. And a comment from Mr. Bowden he was on the Foul Tory. He said, I think in terms of Blue Jays, the gloves are off. They're really open, Bowden said on the Foul Territory podcast. They're smelling that they can make the playoffs. They're smelling that they can win. I think that in terms of their farm system, especially knowing that, again, Mark Shapiro and Ross Atkins, they're on contracts or up this year. If they can sit there and make the postseason, they're going to get long-term contracts. They're going to do whatever it takes. They're willing to trade their top prospects and try to win. So giving up their top prospects, I mean, you're talking about Arjun Nemala. He's ranked 49th top prospect in the league right now. You would have to give up David Schneider and Nathan Lucas, Will Wagner, Joey Lipperfido, any one of these guys to give up. Would you want to? Hell yeah, I would give up one of them. But not Addison Berger. Addison Berger's not going anywhere. He's staying right where he is. But continue on, Bowden said on the Foul Territory. He said, GMs believe that the Toronto Blue Jays could be as aggressive as any team in baseball at the trade deadline, which is July 31st, believing this could be their best chance to return to the World Series since '93. Whoa, getting excited here. The Blue Jays are looking for a frontline pitcher and have shown interest in Gallen as well, he noted. So there's a lot of interest at the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays are open mind for any starting pitchers right now. Starting pitchers, bullpen arms, closer. The Jays are all in. They're looking to make their team better. Like I said, the defensive side of things, the hitting side of things, the stealing the bases, They're off the charts, one of the best in the league. But what we need to improve, in my opinion, is they need to work on getting better pitchers as far as starting pitchers, bullpen, or closers. Any one of those would be definitely great to help out the Blue Jays to get into the postseason. So as you can see from here, JHOAN Duran from the Minnesota Twins. He's a big guy. For the season of 2025, he has 15 saves. Mind you, the Twins are they're a 500 team, so there's not a lot of save opportunities for him this year. His ERA is really good, 1.62. Over that time, he has thrown 50 strikeouts with a whip of 113. So yeah, he's been with the Minnesota Twins the last 4 seasons. In that time, he has accumulated 73 saves, and he has blown 9 saves. So if you look at Mr. Duran, 27-year-old man from Dominican, everything's off the chart from the percentile rankings. His pitching value is at 94. His off speed is at 99. Everything is just off the chart. He throws a 4-seam fastball at 100 miles an hour. He's got a splitter at 97 miles an hour. He also throws a curveball and a sweeper at 87 miles an hour. Pretty outstanding numbers there, boys. So everything on the chart that you see is top-notch elite closer. So a closer, a 8th man in the bullpen, either way, or I should say 8th or 9th inning. Jeff Hoffman and him can share spots, or even Mr. Class A, but we're going to get to Class A in a few minutes here. So here is EMMANUEL Clase, the closer for the Cleveland Guardians. He could possibly be another trade opportunity for the Blue Jays to get. We would definitely have to give a lot up. And for the season, 2025 season, he has 21 saves opportunities. His ERA is a little higher than Duran's, 2.86, 44 strikeouts with a whip of 123. And he's been in the league since 2019. Of course, 2020 season, there wasn't much of that. But yeah, he's definitely holding his own. And in that time, he has 179 strikeouts. There was 3 years in a row, he had over 47 save opportunities with the Cleveland Guardians. So he definitely has a lot of save opportunities than Duran does, but either one would definitely help out the Blue Jays. Now we'll look at EMMANUEL Clase, 27-year-old man from Dominican Republic as well. His number is still as great as Duran's. His percentile rankings are pretty high. What he throws 3 balls. He throws a cutter at 99 miles an hour. He throws a slider at 88 miles an hour, and he throws a sinker at 98. So he's a lot different than what Class A throws, as you can come back to here. So yeah, so Duran has 4 different pitchers: splitter, 4-seamer, curveball, and sweeper. And Mr. Class A, he has 3 different pitches: cutter, slider, and sinker. So 2 definitely different style of pitchers that we have here, but either one be great. As you can tell, Mr. Duran, he has less strikeouts. Oh, sorry, he has less saves than Class A. If there was one that I would probably pick, if I had a choice, it would probably be Class A. He is the best out of these 2, I would say. If we would get Duran, he'd be mostly our eighth inning guy, and then Jeff Hoffman. If we get Class A, they would. I'm not sure, but that's pretty tough there. I love Jeff Hoffman where he is, but if we're gonna go in to win this, either one would be great. Depending who's doing better at the time, that's the pitcher that I would throw in the 8th or the 9th inning. So the biggest question of the hour: who would you guys pick, Class A or Duran? Or do we even have a chance? And if we do have a chance, who would we give up? We would have to give up the farm team and a few major league ready players in order to get one of these guys. That's a lot to give up. But you know what? If we're going all in, that's what we have to do. In tonight's game, we're going to be up against the New York Yankees. Yes, the New York Yankees are coming into town. Carlos Rodon, He is a left-handed pitcher, number 55 for the New York Yankees, pitching tonight. He has a 10-6 record, 3.0 ERA with a 1 whip, 119 innings played with 79 strikeouts and allowed 15 home runs. Kevin Gausman, right-handed pitcher, number 34. He has definitely been pulling his weight of late. He's slowly becoming the ace that we've always known he can continue being. He's 6-7 for the year, 419, which is a little high, 116 whip. He's played 109 innings played with 104 strikeouts. Sorry, Rodon has 135 strikeouts. So there's those, but you know what? The Blue Jays do not strike out at all. They're the best team for contact hit. They don't strike out. They're the best in the league right now. So yeah, Rodon has 135 strikeouts, but good luck striking out these Blue Jays because they're great contact hitters, and it's going to be a very fun game tonight. It's going to be an exciting game tonight, and you know what? Let's look at the standings right now. So here's the standings. So as you can tell, Toronto Blue Jays are still ahead of the American League East. Isn't that sweet? It never gets old. So yes, the Toronto Blue Jays are 58-41 for this season. They have a 3-game lead against the Yankees. They have a 26-run differential and have a winning streak of 3. The Yankees have a winning streak of 2. The Boston Red Sox, they're 5 games behind. The Rays are 6.5 games behind, and the Baltimore Orioles are 13.5 games behind. And the Baltimore Orioles, what a drastic change for those guys. I mean, they have a run differential of -99. Yeah, they have something majorly going on. That seems to me that the coach is going to end up getting traded, or they're going to end up blustering their batters. They're going to be doing something over there. They're probably going to end up trading a bunch of guys off. But yeah, they're struggling. But anyway, the Toronto Blue Jays are still ahead tonight. They're still in first place in the American League East. And as far as the matchup predictor tonight, they have the New York Yankees winning. They have a winning percentage, 53.3 matchup prediction. So it's falling towards the New York Yankees, of course. The Toronto Blue Jays have a 46% chance of winning the game. But that's full of it. So yeah, we get to meet Mr. Aaron Judge tonight again. That's going to be fun. You know, walk the guy. Doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me a bit. But yes, thanks for coming in, boys, girls. But yeah, who would you pick? EMMANUEL Clase or Mr. JHOAN DURAN? Either one would be great. But we would definitely have to give up a lot of our prospects in the minors and a ready major league player as well. Whoever that may be, I'll leave that up to Mark Chaparro and Ross Atkins. But again, thank you so much for coming in here to East Coast Blue Jays. If you made it this long, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. And like I always say, let's go Blue Jays. See you tonight. Enjoy the game.